South Phoenix is the biggest area of priority for voter registration volunteers because of its large Hispanic community. For a city that resembled a ghost town during the height of the drug violence, this is quite the turnaround. The streets are alive as the Pope is in town. A pesar de los retos, latinas en Arizona siguen buscando oportunidades. Más de 66,000 de ellas empezaron su propio negocio. This right here has always been an illegal play in soccer, me grabbing the ball with my hands. But for players ages 10 and under, all of a sudden, that becomes an illegal play in soccer, and it's something that players and coaches alike are trying to learn to adapt to. Now, this isn't the first collegiate head coaching job that Bowman has had. From 2005 to 2008, he was the head coach for the Michigan Wolverines, and he was also two-time Big Ten Coach of the Year. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, of course, are the big winners here in Arizona. Let's take a look at the results. Donald Trump led the way for the Republicans with 47% of the vote. The countdown to the Pope's arrival in Mexico has begun. One of the highlights of his visit will be to the border city of Juarez, which was once considered Mexico's murder capital. On the streets of Ciudad Juarez, anticipation is building as the border city prepares to welcome Pope Francis.
I love that country, I love the city, and the Papa Francisco.
Just outside of the Catedral de Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe, Juarez residents line up to write a special message for the Pope.
Muchas gracias por venir a visitar.
10-year-old Neida Ramirez thanked the Pope for coming to visit her city. This will be the first ever papal visit to the border. It comes as Juarez recovers from years of drug-related violence.
At one moment, Juarez was considered the most dangerous city in the world. I think that the Pope's visit will bring a drastic change to the city.
A city now trying to rebuild its image. The altar where Pope Francis will celebrate Mass is taking shape, right across the border from El Paso, Texas. Construction workers are here 7 days a week. Construction worker Jaime Ibarra says he's proud to be doing very important work. This construction site will be transformed into a sacred place for the thousands of faithful that are coming to hear the Pope speak on that stage back here. Now, over there on the U.S. side of the border, people will be lining up as well to catch a glimpse of the historic moment. Many El Pasoans stopped going to Juarez at the peak of the violence. Now there's hope that Pope Francis will bring the border community together.
We were looking away from them, but with the Pope coming, that'll unify us and make our bond as brothers and sisters even stronger.
And the Pope will no doubt have a strong message about the migrants and refugees who come to the borderland in search of a better life.
He's going to call all parties to come together to bring solutions to the table.
More than 450,000 people are expected to celebrate the Pope's visit in Juarez. During a Mass, the Pope will offer a blessing for Catholics in El Paso watching a live broadcast on the U.S. side of the border. In the broadcast center, I'm Mauricio Casillas, Cronkite News. During his nearly half-hour speech in Fountain Hills, the Republican presidential frontrunner was loud and clear with his message.
You are going to be so proud of your family, yourself, your president, and your country. We are going to win again all the time.
Donald Trump's high-profile Arizona supporters, former Governor Jan Brewer and Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio, were by his side.
Paid for that wall.
Several thousands of supporters attended the rally to hear him speak one last time before the state's primary.
I was really happy. I mean, you could see the crowd is just, makes me, maybe America has a chance.
And many of Trump's Arizona supporters are backing him because of his staunch stance on illegal immigration.
I think it's hurting Arizona, especially since we're so close to the border.
Trump's biggest applause during the rally came when he mentioned building a border wall. It's a message that resonates with a lot of people here in Arizona, but critics still say that it's not a feasible plan.
And unless you have a border, you don't have a country, folks. You don't have a country.
It breaks my heart. It seems so un-American, and yet I know so many people want it.
At the start of his speech, protesters arrived and started chanting.
Dump Trump, booing him, si se puede.
Despite the fact that illegal immigration from Mexico is at an all-time low, it still remains a divisive issue here in Arizona.
We're being invaded here. It's like our government is a government from another country or something.
Trump's border plan is expected to lead to an increase in voter turnout for the Arizona primary. In Fountain Hills, I'm Mauricio Casillas, Cronkite News.